Could the drama with Bricks and Minifigs and YouTuber Reckless Ben have been avoided with $20? By now, you've probably seen the internet blowing up over YouTuber Reckless Ben, a missing $200,000 Star Wars Lego collection from an old man, and a string of dramatic police arrests. The internet keeps shouting that Bricks and Minifigs stole an elderly man's life savings, but if you strip away the YouTube drama and you look at the actual court filings, this whole disaster happened because you have a broken chain of custody in commercial law that we're going to go over right now. It's a textbook example of what happens when you don't file the right paperwork to protect your bricks. So if I have this and it's mine and I give it to a store like Bricks and Minifigs to sell, they don't own it. It's still mine, right? It's on consignment. But all of this drama happened because the owners of the store were taken out. A new owner was put in place. The Legos disappeared. There's a lot of finger pointing. Corporate is pointing at the store owners. The store owners are pointing at each other and back to corporate. But it could have all been protected by filing a $20 piece of paper called a UCC. So let's assemble the pieces from the story, right? An elderly collector, his name is Ed Mansell. He owned what was reportedly the largest Lego Star Wars collection. And in 2023, he leaves it with Bricks and Minifigs franchise store in Oregon on consignment. Apparently, it takes up half the store. So consignment, it's like hiring a real estate agent for your Legos. Ed still legally owned every single Boba Fett, every single Millennium Falcon, every single brick. The store owners were just selling it for him, but he owned it. And apparently, they were taking a 35% cut when it was sold. So in 2024, according to reports, the local store might have defaulted on their payments to corporate for back pay royalties and bills. And under the franchise agreement, corporate sent two new people. They march in, kick the owners out, and inventory was not taken before the old owners were allowed to leave. And the new owners took over the shop. And the new owners claimed the Legos weren't there when they took the shop. The old owners claim it was there when they left the shop. So what happened to that? Well, legally, when you repossess a corporate entity like a store, they take everything inside to cover the old owner's debts. But remember, we mentioned the UCC 1, right? A business can seize property belonging to the debtor, but that's property that the debtor actually owns. The old store owners didn't own Ed's Star Wars collection. They were just holding it. And because there was no public UCC filing to track it, it kind of vanished in the shuffle. Allegedly, there were yellow dots on it to signify his, and allegedly somebody took it off. But they wouldn't need those little yellow dots to identify which were his if he had filed a UCC 1 where he listed everything that he gave to the store, right? So if a office goes out of business and then the landlord seizes the property and they start selling off the computers and they start selling off the office chairs, by the time they get to the vending machines, they might see that somebody else filed a UCC 1 for the vending machines because it doesn't belong to the company. And probably the Xerox copy machine, those are generally leased out from Canon. And so when they try to sell off everything in the office, they would check the UCC stuff and they would see that that doesn't belong to the tenant, so they're not allowed to seize it. It belongs to somebody else. They're on notice because they filed this $20 UCC, right? So back to the Lego drama. So the massive blame game begins, right? The family who owned the Lego and Reckless Ben, they think that corporate and the new store owners took a shop full of Ed's property and are refusing to give it back. Corporate is actually suing Ed and Reckless Ben. They claim they had no idea the consignment even existed and that most of the sets were sold or missing before they set foot in the building, and that the videos are harassment. But again, this all could have been avoided with the $20 UCC. And now the store shut down. It's all going through lawyers. So this happened in Oregon, right? So this is where you would file in Oregon if you had a UCC, right? It's the Oregon Secretary of State page. And if you wanted to file a UCC, you would do that here. And they would give you the forms, and it's $20. It's $20 to file it. But what if somebody who's owed money, like the landlord or the franchisee, foreclosed on a store and took all the things inside, how would they know that the copier or the vending machines don't belong to them? Well, they would do a UCC search here, right? Search for a UCC record. All right, so I would do a search for Xerox, right? And then here are a bunch of businesses that Xerox has leased a printer to, and they filed UCC ones on all of them. So if somebody doesn't pay their rent and the landlord takes over and wants to sell all the equipment, when they get to the printer, they won't be able to sell it because they're on notice that Xerox is a secured party for these. So they're allowed to take property that the debtor owns, but if it's something that's leased or on consignment, like those Lego bricks, they wouldn't be able to take it. And this is a UCC one that's filed. And as you can see here, it has the serial number and model number and talks about the characteristics of the printer. Now you might think, well, do you have to file a UCC one for each of those Lego sets? Because $20 for each, that might get expensive. No, you're in luck. You actually only need to file one UCC form for everything. And there was apparently $200,000 worth of Lego sets. And all you had to do was file this. And where it says collateral, you could put see Exhibit A or Attachment A. And then in Attachment A, you could just list out all the individual Lego sets. And then when the corporate minifigs took over the store, the new purchaser would be on notice that everything in the store that is on that UCC belongs to somebody else. So even if they take possession of the store, they have absolutely no right to touch any of that stuff because it belongs to somebody else. So unfortunately, it's one of these, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure thing. And this $20 paper could have avoided, all these arrests and lawsuits flying back and forth and drama that's flying all over YouTube. But, the name of this channel is A Lawyer in Finance Explains, and I'm a lawyer in finance, and I thought I would explain this. So anyway, hopefully that's been illuminating. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Have a great day, everyone.